Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
What kind of moment could be so unexpectedly powerful that it leaves one of the most expressive and talkative figures in the industry completely silent, frozen in place, unable to even look away? Not a grand stage performance, not a scripted confession, but something far more subtle and far more dangerous in its authenticity. What unfolded during a seemingly ordinary Weibo photoshoot has now taken over the internet, not because of what was planned, but because of what could not be controlled. A quiet corner of a set, a chair placed slightly off to the side, and a man who was never meant to be part of the spotlight suddenly became the center of attention without saying a single word. As Zhao Lusi moved with unexpected intensity and confidence, something shifted in the air, and as cameras kept rolling, they captured more than just a dance. And they captured a reaction so raw, so unguarded, that viewers across the world cannot stop replaying it. The question is no longer about the performance itself, but about what it revealed. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories are not told through actions, but through the moments when someone forgets they are being watched. It began as a standard professional setup, a carefully arranged photo shoot designed to showcase versatility, elegance, and presence. The concept was clear, the environment controlled, and every movement expected to align with a polished image. Zhao Lusi stepped into that space with the confidence of someone who understands not only how to perform, but how to transform. What was meant to be a simple segment highlighting movement quickly evolved into something far more compelling. Her performance carried a rhythm that felt deliberate, yet emotionally charged, blending technical precision with an undeniable sense of freedom. It was not just choreography, it was expression, layered with intention and presence. But what truly changed the atmosphere was not only what she did, but who was watching. Liu Yuning was not scheduled to be there. There was no official reason for his presence, no role assigned to him within the production. And yet, he arrived quietly, taking a seat just outside the main frame, positioning himself where he could observe without interrupting. That detail alone has already sparked endless discussion. Because in environments like this, every presence is usually accounted for. The fact that his presence did not raise questions suggests something deeper, is something already understood by those around them. At first, his reaction appeared composed, attentive, yes, but controlled. The kind of quiet observation expected from someone simply watching a colleague at work. But as the performance unfolded, that composure began to shift in ways that were impossible to ignore. His posture changed. His focus intensified. The stillness became something else entirely. And then came the moment that has now been replayed millions of times. As the choreography reached its peak, Zhao Lusi's movements became more expressive, more immersive, as if the performance had moved beyond the boundaries of a photo shoot and into something personal. It was in that exact moment that Liu Yuning's reaction transformed. His hands tightened around the arms of the chair, his gaze fixed, unwavering. There was no distraction, no attempt to look away, no effort to mask what was happening internally. It was not exaggerated, it was not performed, it was simply there. Viewers have described that moment in many ways. Some see admiration, others see emotional overwhelm, and many believe they are witnessing something far more intimate, something that cannot easily be explained within the limits of professionalism. What makes it so compelling is not just the reaction itself, but the absence of control. In an industry built on image management, this felt real. What followed only deepened the impact. As the music faded and the movement slowed, Zhao Lusi completed the performance and instinctively looked in his direction. It was a brief moment, but one that carried weight far beyond its duration. Eye contact was established. Tears, and in that silent exchange, viewers felt something shift again. There was a sense of awareness, of recognition, as if both understood the intensity of what had just happened without needing to say a word. What makes this entire situation so powerful is not just the performance or the reaction, but the space between them, the unspoken connection, the way two individuals can communicate without language, without gesture, through nothing more than presence and attention. It is subtle, but undeniable. Around them, the environment continued to function. Cameras moved, staff remained focused, the production carried on. Yet beneath that professionalism, there was an awareness that something unusual had taken place. Some noticed, some chose not to look, and others simply continued working, allowing the moment to exist without interference. On the footage that later surfaced has only amplified the fascination. Captured from angles that were never meant to be the focus, it reveals a perspective rarely seen. Not the performance for the audience, but the reaction behind the scenes. And it is precisely this perspective that has drawn millions of viewers in. Because audiences today are no longer satisfied with perfection alone. They are drawn to authenticity, to moments where control slips and something genuine emerges. This was not a planned highlight. It was not part of a narrative crafted for promotion. It was something that happened naturally, and that is what gives it power. There is also a deeper layer to consider. The timing of this moment, following recent public appearances where both individuals displayed a noticeable closeness, adds context that cannot be ignored. While nothing is confirmed, the consistency of these moments builds a narrative that viewers cannot help but explore, not because they are told to, but because they feel it. And that is the true strength of this story. It does not rely on declarations or confirmations. It exists in glances, in reactions, in the quiet details that speak louder than words. It allows the audience to interpret, to feel, to connect the dots in their own way. And in doing so, it becomes far more engaging than any direct explanation ever could be. This is why the moment has resonated so widely. It is not just about a dance. It is not just about a reaction. It is about the space between performance and reality, where something genuine briefly appears and reminds us that even in the most controlled environments, authenticity can still break through. And perhaps that is why people cannot stop watching, not because they are searching for answers, but because they recognize something familiar in that moment. The experience of being so captivated, so present, that everything else fades away. It is human, it is relatable, and it is rare to see it so clearly. If you found this moment as intriguing and unforgettable as millions of others have, make sure to stay connected with us here at Update X 24 Hours. We bring you the stories behind the moments, the details you might have missed, and the perspectives that make everything feel just a little more real. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for the next story that everyone will be talking about. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon.